David Benavidez is one of boxing's most exciting young talents. The Mexican monster never fails to entertain with his all-action style and dazzling combination.
Bandera Roja, David Benavidez.
A fearless assassin who enjoys laying hurt on his opponents. The young Mexican star already ticks plenty of the boxes for must-see entertainment. The 25-year-old Phoenix fighter has rapidly become one of the biggest names in the super middleweight division, amassing an impressive record of 25 wins with 23 by way of knockout.
First time he's ever been past 7 rounds.
Knockdown score!
Bringing size, reach, and a powerful straight jab to the party, Benavidez sets up his attacks with poise and precision before bludgeoning opponents to defeat.
Bending down, takes another right hand left hook. This one is over.
It's over.
In preparation for his upcoming clash against Canadian power puncher David Lemieux, we take a look at the speed and power of David Benavidez. After hastily amassing a 12-0 record within the first 2 years of his professional career, Benavidez faced off with the Vermont Bully in what was supposed to be his first step up in competition.
There's a punch right there. Touch it, I'd like to both of you.
Eager to impress, the young slugger immediately set about his opponent with blistering combinations to head and body.
You look at Benavidez, there's a right to the body. Double left.
Forced onto the back foot and into survival mode, Cobbs was dismantled in just 2 rounds after absorbing consistent unanswered attacks from the promising Mexican star, leaving the referee no choice but to wave off the contest.
It's survival mode now for Kevin Cobbs.
Take a knee
Right to the body.
So the ref is going to stop that as soon as there it is.
And that's it.
It was an impressive performance for Benavidez, who looked to be an exciting prospect for the future. Top of the bill for the first time in his career, Benavidez went to Philadelphia to face off with tricky southpaw Dennis Douglin.
Dennis, Mama's boy, Douglin.
Walking his opponent down throughout, the Mexican's power shots began to take an effect in the 6th when the tiring southpaw was trapped on the ropes taking consistent bombs.
Body shot, right hand up top. Douglin clearly impacted here.
Bad shape. Mouthpiece just went out of Douglas.
Battling through and refusing to wilt, Douglin displayed amazing bravery, but found himself down in the 9th from a flurry of uppercuts to the head.
First time he's ever been past 7 rounds.
Knockdown scored by David Benavidez.
Up on his feet, but badly hurt, Benavidez moved in with a barrage of unanswered blows, forcing referee Gary Rosado to step in and wave off the fight.
And that means right here, moving the feet a little bit, not getting too close if you're Benavidez, and doing that.
That's it. Fight over.
The Mexican monster was now undefeated in 15 fights, with 14 coming by way of knockout. Fighting in his first scheduled 12-rounder, Benavidez was matched against veteran slugger Rogelio "Porky" Medina, with the winner earning themselves a guaranteed shot at the WBC super middleweight title. Choosing to back up and fight off the back foot for the early rounds, Benavidez put his counter-punching ability on display up until the 4th, when he buzzed his challenger and went looking for the finish.
This work by David Benavidez with his back on the ropes. Oh my goodness, a 7-punch combination. This is why they believe so much in this 20-year-old. Sledgehammer of the right hand.
Showing incredible toughness and an iron chin, Medina was given a standing count in the 6th following a vicious flurry to head and body.
Finish off Rogelio Medina. Will the Medina clan win the right back? And now John Shirley is going. It's a knockdown. Medina not happy about it.
Absorbing a dangerous amount of damage throughout, but still determined to continue, the rugged veteran was finally sent to the canvas after a devastating uppercut landed to the body.
Always has a puncher's chance, and that is their bravado. Body shot sending Medina to the deck.
Medina rose to his feet, but his challenge was extinguished in the following frame when Benavidez finished the show with a head-swiveling six-punch combination that sent the aging veteran crashing to the canvas.
And a left hook to the body. And now David Benavidez comes upstairs and is trying to bring an ice to the night. What a punch! And down goes Medina.
It was a knockout of the year contender from Benavidez, as well as his 10th consecutive knockout victory. Coming back to the ring after a 13-month hiatus, Benavidez stepped in against J. Leon Love in front of a packed house in Arlington, Texas.
Protect yourselves at all times. This is good. This is good. Touch him up. Good luck.
In no mood for hanging around, Benavidez immediately got to work, landing a counter left hook, leaving his opponent visibly buzzed and on shaky legs just 2 minutes into the first round.
Yeah, he's very slow. Oh, he just got hurt with a left hook, let me tell you. He's still buzzed. Big left by Benavidez.
Wasting no time, Benavidez went hunting for the finish, catching Love with a crunching right hand and a barrage of blows, prompting referee Lawrence Cole to intervene and call a halt to the contest in the second stanza.
Oh, big right by Benavidez. That's it.
It was another destructive performance for Benavidez, who added another impressive knockout to his growing highlight reel. Fighting on the undercard of Errol Spence versus Sean Porter, unbeaten Benavidez faced off with two-time champion Anthony "The Dog" Durrell for the WBC super middleweight title.
Anthony "The Dog" Durrell.
Both boxers were having success in the early going, but the momentum dramatically shifted in the sixth when a left hook opened up a nasty cut over Durrell's right eye.
Some blood coming down under the right eye of Anthony Durrell. It's opened up from those left hooks from earlier in the round, and it looks bad.
Using his veteran tactics to remain in the fight, Durrell began to slowly fade as the fight progressed, allowing Benavidez to increase his offense and tee off to the head and body with vicious combinations.
Shot by Benavidez right there. He's really starting to open up on him, and he's taking advantage of Durrell right now, and Durrell's having a hard time defending himself.
Trapped on the ropes, taking a concerning amount of punishment, referee Thomas Taylor had no choice but to intervene and terminate the contest.
These last 4 rounds. It. They're going to stop the fight right now. That will do it.
Benavidez had regained his WBC super middleweight title, as well as becoming the youngest ever two-time super middleweight champion in boxing. After losing his WBC super middleweight title on the scales, Benavidez was forced to face Alexis Angulo with no belt on the line.
Above all, obey my commands at all times. First command is right now. Touch gloves.
Benavidez was in full control as he slowly picked off his challenger with a sharp jab and thudding right hands behind the high guard of Angulo.
Under a minute left here in the fifth. Oh, what a vicious right to the body by Benavidez, and he clipped him with a left hook.
Putting on an impressive display of speed and power, Benavidez began to dismantle the Colombian in the middle rounds, unleashing hellacious power shots to both head and body.
There's a look at this combination. This is remnants of what he did against Rogelio Porky Medina, and now David Benavidez getting a lot more comfortable here.
Beginning to absorb a worrying amount of damage, Angulo was forced to tuck up behind his high guard as the young Mexican teed off with his vicious barrage of attacks.
There's a right.
Worried for the fighter's safety, Angulo's head trainer threw in the towel at the end of the 10th, bringing an end to the one-sided onslaught.
You saw his head snap back on several occasions during that exchange, and his face is starting to swell. So the corner has stopped the fight, and thankfully it is over.
Benavidez had improved his unbeaten record to 23 wins with 22 by way of knockout. Looking to keep his perfect ring record intact, Benavidez faced off against Ronald Ellis in this WBC super middleweight title eliminator.
First command is right now. Touch gloves. When the bell rings, come out and box.
Wasting no time, the Mexican slugger immediately got to work, unleashing his ranged attacks and tantalizing combinations. The Phoenix native had his opponent in survival mode from the first.
Look at that hand speed being exhibited by David Benavidez.
Putting on another impeccable show of hand speed and accuracy, Benavidez battered his opponent throughout the first half of the fight as Ellis began to visibly fade.
Look at this, a right hand to the body by Benavidez. He is starting to bully Ronald Ellis around that ring.
Continuing with his onslaught, Benavidez relentlessly busted up and broke down his opponent up until the 11th, when referee Johnny Callis finally stepped in and called a halt to the contest.
Left hook to the body. Johnny Callis, you have every reason to stop this fight. Whenever you want, Johnny, stop this fight. A left hook to the body. Ronald Ellis in serious trouble. This one is over.
Ellis showed admirable determination and an iron chin to remain on his feet throughout. But the Mexican monster once again put his incredible speed and power on display for all to see.